Welcome to Emma's Faith Diaries. I was waking from sleep the other day and I heard this word, and I've been thinking about it quite a lot, and I don't know whether this has just got to do with my life or whether it's got to do with other people's lives. I just thought I would share it, and I hope that the Lord reveals this to people that need to see it. But the word that came to my mind was precipice. And I'm brushing my teeth and this is running around in my head, and I thought, what is that word? And it happened the same night with a different word, and I was like, why do these words keep being in my head? These are not words that I would use. Like, I sort of know what they mean, but it's not words that I would use. Like, where have I heard this before? And I was like, oh, it's Holy Spirit speaking. Right, okay, let's go look at what this word means. And it means on the verge or the brink of something, or on a cliff edge. It can mean something dangerous or a turn of events. As I'm walking out here in nature, this is some of the waste ground that lives around, or is around where I live. And I take my dog walking out here, and I see the seasons change from winter to spring and spring to summer. And we're now coming into spring. And as I looked at some of the trees, the buds, the trees, just the top of them, just showing a bit of green. And it's the brink of something new. It's the brink of these leaves and flowers budding straight open. And that's what God is saying. You're on the precipice, Emma, on the brink. And the word that keeps coming back to me is threshold. Like a threshold of a door. You're literally going to step over, and it's from one day it'll be one thing, the next day it'll be the other, and you're just right on that verge. You're teetering right on the verge. Be a bit dangerous, because you could scupper the plan, I suppose. God could be working and you might move too soon, but you're just on the verge. And the same as the threshold, just stepping straight over, just right there, right on time, in the right position. And there's going to be a transition. There's going to be a transition of something that was old and something that we're coming into new, just like these buds of leaves that are coming forth through all these. They're just trees, nothing special. They give a lot of foliage and stuff for the birds to live in, and they drop their leaves every winter. They're bare, they look dead actually, but as I was walking by, I noticed yesterday and today, they're just where the leaves will bloom, it just broke open just a wee bit. You can see a wee tiny touch of green, and very soon, because they're right on the brink, right on the verge of just opening right up and the leaves coming out. And I believe that's what God is saying. Right on the verge, right on the brink of something new, something changing, and one day it's going to look like something, and the next it's going to look like something else. Just don't move, because when it talks about the cliff edge and it's a bit of a precarious situation, just don't move, just stay there, and when God says move, then you can move. But just balance, don't step out in case you fall down. Don't step over, you're just on the threshold. Wait on his instruction. And just like the nature around us, and it talks about that in the Bible, about you're all around us, Lord, but people they can see but they don't understand. And the very earth is his creation. The very earth is proof that God exists. Open your eyes and have a look around. How does this all work? I don't know. And that's really what it's saying, is God speaks and seasons change. The wind blows and seasons change. The sun comes up and seasons change. The snow falls and seasons change. And this season is spring, and it's opening and it's budding, and it's from something that was cold and dark, freezing in Northern Ireland, into something that's springtime, and the sun is just beautiful at the moment. I don't know why it's so warm in March here, but it's just beautiful. And the big bumblebees. So once God says bloom, it'll bloom. I just thought that was really encouraging. It's like, thank you, Holy Spirit, for speaking, and always encouraging, always counselling, always guiding, always helping. And I don't know where I would be without him, to tell you the truth, without his guidance. And as we know, the Holy Spirit only speaks what God and Jesus speaks, so I'm grateful for that. So maybe that's where you are in your life. maybe God's just reassuring you, don't move, you're just right on the precipice of the verge of something, the very verge of something. And you can feel it in yourself. Times and seasons are changing, and that's good. Everybody say hello to Telly, my dog. So that's all I have to say today. That's what God has been speaking. So I look forward to that.